Hey guys, Ratchet Ron here. Well, where do I start with this thing? Some of you who know me and been following me might recognize this thing. It's titled as a 79 Sportster. It's an Iron Head 1000. It's got, obviously it's been heavily modified. You can see it's not stock, it's been bobbed off. It's got the Harley Cafe square tube swing arm on the back, which doesn't actually fit the bike at all. It's got a lot of things going on with it. This is a very, very, very long story of this bike. Some of you know the story. I've had this bike off and on in my shop for 3 years, maybe more. The guy first brought this thing for me to get it up and running. Apparently his son bought it in Alabama or something. They told me they had been riding it down there and all this kind of stuff, but you know, it sat for a while. They hauled it up here from Alabama. It fell over in the trailer. I guess nobody stopped to look at it, and it rode laying down the whole way. Yeah, it was a freaking mess. It still is a freaking mess. The reason I'm shooting this video is this bike's going home today. Hopefully. It's been raining for 2 weeks. I've been trying to ride it and all that kind of stuff, but I just can't seem to get the riding in on it, but it's got to go today. So I just wanted to shoot a video of it. This is it. This thing's out of my life. It's kept me awake at night. If any of you ever had to work on these and the clutch, I mean, I've replaced this clutch and a lot of the components a couple times. I had it fixed one time here not too long ago, and the son came home from college, and the story I got was he rode it a mile or two, it lost power, died, or whatever. Right after I just finished working on it, right after I just finished putting a brand new clutch in it. So anyway, you know, I thought, damn, you know, shit, what'd I do wrong, you know? We were having a lot of trouble with them. If anybody knows anything about these, you'll understand. I do got to get it cleaned up. You can see a little bit of surface rust here on some of them parts. But anyway, I just replaced the clutch, and we had trouble with the cover. Those old covers, they strip out and everything else. So the guy got a new cover and everything else. And, you know, I sent this bike back to him. Son comes home from college, like I said, supposedly goes a mile or so, loses power or whatever. So I go pick the bike up thinking, you know, what the heck did I forget to do, or what did I miss or something? You know, I never have that issue. And I take the thing apart, and actually I wish I'd had that piece with me now. I can't say I wasn't there to witness it, but it looked to me like the very first thing he did was held the throttle wide open and dumped the clutch. It bent the bolts that hold the rear drive plate, you know, to hold the rest of the pressure plate and all that kind of stuff. It bent the little sleeves, the little spacers. It actually bent the bolts so bad that then the clutch was locked in that position, so it was about half engaged. And then I guess he probably went ripping, tearing, you know, down the road or whatever. And yeah, he didn't get far. He made it a couple miles. It broke down. Of course, they call me. You know, they're all pissed off at me. Well, the father, you know, a little bit. He wasn't pissed off, but I could tell. You know, they're insinuating something went wrong. So yeah, that's what I found. So, you know, another $500, $600, $800 worth of parts and more labor to rebuild it again. This time we rebuilt it with a whole bunch of new parts. And I had to replace the cover. The clutch mechanism that engages the clutch in these things is kind of crude, but works. And I just had a lot of trouble with that thing the first time around. So I replaced all that stuff and everything. But yeah, I've been working on this thing forever. When he brought it to me, originally, sorry about the shakiness here. When he brought this bike to me originally, you know, like I said, I was just supposed to get it running. The wiring was all screwed up in it. We had to basically rewire it. I'm trying to get it running, and the customer just keeps bringing me all these shiny parts and stuff, you know, like these new eBay Chinese controls that ain't worth a damn. Got these mirrors off of eBay, which ain't worth a damn. Got them funky handlebars. I'm trying to get this thing up and running just to make sure the thing's even going to be worth spending any money in it. And he just keeps bringing me parts to put on it. New little tombstone tail light thing, and so I'm stopping what we're doing, and we're trying to put his parts on because he wants to see them. New braided cables, all these things, but still, it took forever to get this thing up and running right, and it's still not right. It never will be. You got a bike here, and this is commonplace to customize things, but it's a frame from one year, probably the same motor from that frame, but different front end and different rear, and transmission isn't the original one that's stuck in there, and it's just a mess. The swing arm still wobbles. I've rebuilt all the bearings, all the bushings and everything, but it doesn't fit the bike, so it wobbles. So when you take off, it goes like kunk, kunk, kunk. The chain's kind of jumping and carrying on, and I kept trying to tell him about it, but got to get that fancy little air cleaner. Get new pipes, and they didn't fit, and then we got the right pipes, and wrap them, and some of you might pick up on what I'm focusing on, but anyway, and he's still going to do more. He's still got a seat coming for it, and this and that. So anyway, this thing's going out of here today, and I just wanted to shoot a little video. This is the longest running job that I've ever had. I had this bike came when I was at my other shop, my big shop. I had 3 shops at one time, 2 on the same property. One was like a storefront, and the other one was kind of like a big shop. And then the shop that I'm staying in now was just where we did our customizing and painting and so forth. But quickly business went to shit, and got rid of those 2 and ended up just over here. And my employees, a bunch of them were popping pills and all kinds of other shit, so I had to run them off. And things went bad. In this industry, you run across a lot of interesting characters, I should say, and you all know who you are. So anyway, just wanted to shoot a quick video. This thing's going out of here today regardless. It's kind of drizzling. But I got 2 more bikes to shoot, the same customer's bikes, so stand by. You're going to get to see the other bikes I got of his, and it's a shame, man. A lot of people love this bike, and I wish that, when he brought it to me, he would have let me just tear the thing apart and totally rebuild it, but no, I couldn't do that. I just had to put on the little chrome pieces and, and work on it, and we had trouble getting parts for it because we don't know what half of these years were. It took me forever to track down what exactly we had here. So, we'd order parts and they weren't right. And, I'm going by what the numbers are and what people are telling me. And it's just a hodgepodge of stuff on here. Got to get that shifter. I had to get that chrome shifter on there. And, well, you know how it goes. So, anyway. Enough of that. See, I'm getting a little agitated even trying to talk about it. So he lost the keys a couple times, so we had to change the ignition, on and on and on. It's pretty cool little bike. I just, like I say, I wish he would have let me take it apart and do it right from the get-go. Would have saved him a whole lot of money, because there's way more money in this bike than it'll ever be worth. But hey man, it's a Harley, I love it. All right guys, stay tuned. I got a couple more to show you.